everybody, I'm Amy from the Cauldron, and in today's dye time I'm going to be dyeing some socks. Here they are in this block of ice. I have done this method before with yarn, but I really wanted to do it again, and I just haven't had the chance to do it yet. First thing I'm going to try doing is taking this out of this box. I've got another pair of socks in my tray to catch any runoff, and here is my block of socks. You can see the socks in there. Now these socks are 74% viscose, 24% nylon and 2% elastane, so they should dye really nicely. And the dyes I'm using today are Lavender and Mum Jeans Fibre reactive dyes from Dharma. I've got my mask on, I've got my gloves on, and I'm just going to now sprinkle dye powder on top here. I'm just going to mix it up, I think. Put some Mum Jeans there, and going into a different spoon for the lavender. This is all dedicated for dye materials, equipment here. I don't use any of this for food. There we go. Hopefully these will break really nicely. These colours do break into the colours that they're made of, and they look gorgeous. So I'm hoping we'll get some nice splits in this. If not, I love blue and purple anyway. So now these socks have not been pre-soaked in soda ash. There is no soda ash in there. So this time I'm just going to sprinkle a teaspoon on top. I've never done this method before, but fingers crossed it works. I've seen other dyers do it, so I'm hoping it will work. And now I'm just going to let the ice melt, and hopefully this will create some really pretty socks, because these are plant-based fibres, not animal-based fibres. We don't need heat to set them, we just need time. So I'm going to let the ice melt and then leave it for a couple more days once the ice has melted. It is January and it is cold, so I'm fully expecting this to stay out for at least a week before I come and wash it. This has been out here for about 24 hours now, and you can just see the socks peeping through at the top of that ice block. There is still a lot of ice to melt. But look, you can see inside some of the colours are dripping down to the socks, and look at the colours on top. They are so deep, and I think I see a nice pink spot there from breaking. I love how these fibre reactive dyes split. It's so fun and unpredictable. And this is going to take quite a while to completely melt, I think. This is day 6 out in the shed, and almost all that ice has melted. There is a little bit of ice left. But look at these socks. Oh, I love that little section there. That is pretty. And these are just gorgeous. I love the really dark on top, and then underneath it's a really lovely pastel. And if we have a little look underneath, those are hopefully going to be really pretty socks too. Now I am going to leave these out here for a few more days, mainly because my washing machine is broken and I really don't feel like hand washing these. So these will be out here for another few days before I bring them in to wash. This has been out in the shed for just over a week now, and we had a big freeze last night. Look at these socks. They are completely frozen. And if you look at the dye water down here, frozen solids. I can't even take this off. I have never had this happen before, but this is fun. So I'm gonna leave this, and hopefully it will defrost in the next few days. It's been 3 weeks and we are still without a washing machine, so I'm just going to go ahead and hand wash these. There is a lot of colour left over, not surprising, but these socks are pretty. This is just cold tap water. This is from the socks that was frozen. They're quite interesting, those patterns. I may decide to over dye them a little bit to try and get rid of some of that white, but there may be some backstaining happening. Backstaining might happen, I don't know. So I'm just going to let these soak. This is just cold tap water at the moment. You can see the runoff isn't actually that bad. I will wash these in the washing machine before I wear them, but yeah, 3 weeks without a washing machine is a real pain. I don't want to put these in, I don't want to take these to the laundrette, not like this. So instead of putting these in the washing machine like I would do, I'm just going to keep hand washing these until the water runs clear. But they will get washed in the washing machine with old towels or sheets and things before they get thrown in with the normal laundry. And here are my beautiful finished socks. Now, I did soak them in water and I did keep changing the water, and I soaked them longer than I would have because I was waiting for the washing machine to get fixed. And we are now in week 5 of not having a washing machine. So I just kept soaking these and washing these in cold tap water until the water was clear. And it didn't actually take that long. I think it was just a couple of days that I spent not constantly washing, but I would change the water every few hours, and yeah, like I said, it was only a couple of days, which is really quite surprising. And then after those few days when the water was clear, I did pour hot water over these again just to try and get out any of that last remaining dye that hadn't quite bound, and that did seem to work. I think I'm still going to put these in the washing machine with some old towels before I wash them with the kids' school uniform, but I'm not overly concerned now. But let's actually have a look at the socks. These were the ones that were frozen, and these were the ones that were in the bottom that were actually ended up getting frozen as well because of the temperatures. And I really quite like how these have turned out. There's a sort of very, very light sort of dusting of bluish grey across the whole of the socks, but you can really see where the socks were sort of scrunched up at the top and where the dye sat. And you can see there's a bit of yellow there from breaking. And I really like these. They're not how I thought they would turn out. I thought they might be more like these ones, but these are really cool. I'd like to try this technique again, but I think I'll wait until the summer so that the sun can melt the ice and the whole process is a bit quicker. It's quicker for the dye to turn into liquid and to bind to the socks. So we might get a colour more like this, but this is really cool. I quite like this bit at the top here. That's quite fun. And they're actually not too dissimilar. They got about the same amount of dye on them in the same places. So yeah, I'm super happy with those. And then if we look at these ones, which absorbed all the dye, well, some of the dye from the muck, if you want to call it that, all the dye liquid that dripped down from this into the tray. And again, these are gorgeous too. And I did put these in before I added the dye to this. So you can see there is some speckles from the dye that fell down straight away. And I love it. There's more breaking in these as well. And this is quite, I really like how it's sort of the purpley bit there, blue there, and then there's just a little white stripe in that one. And this one is sort of more purple, fading to blue, fading to white up the top. They're both, you know, they're not identical. None of these are, but you can tell that this is a pair and that's a pair. And I just love how it's all turned out. I'm so happy with these. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Have you ever tried to freeze what it is you're dyeing? And let me know how that turned out, because I've done this a couple of times now and I've really loved it. It's unpredictable and fun. I release a new dyeing video every Monday, usually around about 6 p.m. UK time. So make sure you're subscribed and got notifications turned on so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you so much for watching.